host of the Gridiron.
All the Daniel Jones, it was nice. It was a nice, right, a classy kind of move, right? He went out and, obviously with some of his money, and like what most quarterbacks wind up doing, right, is taking care of their offensive linemen for Christmas, right? Some guys go out and there's all kinds of stuff. I know a lot of them also is like watches, Rolex watches, right? You go out and buy the offensive lineman that. You spend whatever 10, 20 grand, whatever a Rolex watch goes for. I'm sure you can get them a lot more than that. But you buy 5 guys or 6, 7 guys, whatever. I don't know. Some Rolex watches. But if you're Daniel Jones and you're making $40 million a year, of course he's not putting $40 million a year in his pocket. He's probably maybe putting half of that in his pocket, maybe. But you gotta put some money aside for your gifts. So now what he did was tequila. So if he gifted me, I don't drink. So if he gifted me the tequila, I would love it. I'm sorry, I would treasure it, this, that, and the other thing, and all. It would just might be a while before I drank some of it. It would have to be a really special occasion because I don't drink. It makes me tired. But let's see. So Daniel Jones gifts his former offensive lineman for the holidays. He sent a very special gift to his former Giants offensive lineman for the holidays. Very, very classy, right? Former quarterback Daniel Jones remembers his O-lineman for the holidays. Daniel Jones isn't a member of the Giants organization anymore, but that doesn't mean that he's not appreciative of the efforts made by every single one of his former offensive linemen this year. Jones, per ESPN, gifted his offensive lineman with a limited edition bottle of, I don't know if it's Clase Azul. I do know Azul. For the holiday season as a sign of his appreciation for their efforts on his behalf. That's a mighty generous gift from Jones, now a member of the Vikings. Vikings practice squad after requesting and being granted his release by the Giants. Depending on the product purchased, each gift could have cost as much as $19,000. That's a very expensive bottle of tequila. $19,000. Although the Giants only won 2 games with Jones at the helm, the offensive line, which began to deteriorate due to injuries, is charged with allowing 29 sacks and 94 pressures. Now, I saw, I don't know if it's Clase or Clase Azul, but I saw there was one, it's, the one, he said, it was a limited edition. So I saw online here with some of these bottles, for tequila, it could be like $100 or something like that. Obviously, that's not what he gifted them. But there was another one here, the Azul Tequila Ultra 5-year, 750 milliliter bottle. It sold for $10,000. So that's a 5-year bottle. Maybe he bought him a 10-year bottle. Now, I do know with Chivas Regal, I used to buy this was back in the 80s. I used to buy him like a 20-year-old bottle of Chivas Regal. He used to drink that. And, of course, that was expensive. You get a 10-year bottle of Chivas Regal was whatever, 40, this is 30, 40, I'm talking about 40 years ago. Well, the 20-year bottle of Chivas Regal is even more. So maybe, so I saw on there was a 5-year bottle of this Azul tequila. 5 years was $10,000. So I don't know if maybe they have like a 10-year bottle or something like that, where they just age it for 10 years and it gets that much better. I don't know. Where it could be. And so he said, it could be worth up to $19,000 a bottle. It's like, holy cow. That's just crazy. As I said, for me, it would last me a long time because I don't drink, you know. But I saw with Brock Purdy, okay, he went out of his way and he gifted his offensive lineman. I don't know if it was when he went there's a video you can see. He had his offensive lineman sitting in a room and he came in and he says, all right, guys, sorry to make you wait. Everybody has to come outside, and everybody walked outside. I said, I don't know if there was 10 of them there, but he had 10 vehicles there. Now, I don't know if there was 5 or 6 guys or so, but there was 5 Toyota Sequoias and 5, was it Highlanders? I think it was. Now, I guess they went out and they picked which one maybe they wanted. I can let me scroll down this thing here. I mean, oh, Tundras. Oh, okay. So we either got him a Sequoia or a Toyota Tundra, which is like a, it's got a bed to it. They would look like they were all white. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They looked like there was 8 guys there. So 8. So it looked like there was 8 guys. So and it's kind of like, I mean, because you know how much Daniel Jones is making. I mean, it's like Brock Purdy's making like not a lot. And he gifted it. There was a picture of like, I guess, 9 guys there. I guess 8 of them were the offensive linemen, and Brock Purdy was there. So he had 5, I guess there was 10 total, 10 vehicles there, 5 Sequoias and 5 Tundras. Now, what do the guys want? A Sequoia, right? Which I've had before, which is a nice inside, everything's inside, right? Or the Tundra, which it's nice, but you got the bed to it. So the guys go in there, pick out whatever they wanted. But I mean, that's expensive. I mean, holy cow. I mean, they had a bad season too. But I mean, if you look at it, I mean, it's like, read the story. He went in, the guys were all sitting in the room, and Brock Purdy goes like, boys, I just want to say Merry Christmas. I got some gift for you guys. Sorry for the wait. But if you want to follow me outside, Purdy said in a video shared by the team on social media. Once outside, the team saw 9 brand new cars. Okay. I thought he said 10. All right. 9. 5 Sequoias and 4 Toyota Tundras. And one of the guys said, oh, my God, I can't believe this. Offensive tackle Nick Zakelj said with a laugh. Listen to the purr, guard Aaron Banks said as he revved the engine. Purdy. That purr is Purdy. My mind is blown, honestly. Offensive tackle Jalen Moore added, this is probably the greatest gift I've ever got in my life. Last season, star running back Christian McCaffrey gifted the offensive lineman a custom golf bag. I seen that. I seen the video on that. That was really cool. That was really, really cool. Wasn't as expensive as this Toyota Sequoia, but that was really, really cool. I seen that. A certificate for fitted golf clubs and a bottle of tequila, a gesture usually reserved for the quarterback. Financially, I wouldn't be able to cover that right now, Purdy joked with reporters at the time. Shout out to him. Everyone loved it. So thank you, Christian. Purdy is still on his rookie deal, a contract that pays him $985,000 this season. Now, I mean, if he gave away, his contract is $985,000. Just say, and I'm just being generous here, say he gets out of that 985, I don't know, 600,000, even 700,000. I don't even think that. I mean, if he's got an agent, but you figure taxes and all that stuff, 700. That I mean, he had 9 vehicles there. A Toyota Sequoia. Oh, let me say. I mean, it's got to be 2025. I'm thinking Toyota Sequoia. Say 2025 Toyota Sequoia. All right. This is $80,000. $80,000. So he had $400,000 worth of Toyota Sequoias out there. And the Tundras are almost just as expensive, if not more. I mean, so he had, like $700,000 worth of vehicles there. And he's making $985,000. That is his final season. Now, hopefully, if everything goes right, you don't know, right? Hopefully, if everything goes right, Purdy will be, rolling in some dough after this season because his rookie, because he was Mr. Irrelevant. Only got 4 years. There's no fifth-year option on him or nothing. So it's either let him go someplace else, or, sign him. Now, that's one of the problems the 49ers have is they got a lot of high-priced guys on their team. If you sign Purdy to, I don't know, 40 million, I don't know, 50, I don't know, just throwing numbers out there. Unfortunately for them, some of their other players are going to have to go bye-bye. So we'll have to wait and see. But, he had like over $500,000 worth of vehicles there. And the guy, as I said, makes $985,000. Holy cow. As the last pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, Mr. Irrelevant stunned fans during his rookie season when he took over as a starting quarterback. Oh, 2022 NFL Draft. Oh. So maybe he's got one more year. Now the 49ers are expected to lock down Purdy with a massive long-term contract extension. Okay, in the offseason. Okay. I think Brock has done nothing but play at a very, very high level, tight end George Kittle said recently of what Purdy's new deal might look like. The nice thing about contracts is when you play at a high level, you can compare yourself to other people in the league. And when other guys are getting paid 50 to 60 million and you're a better quarterback than they are, it's hard not to get that same amount of money. So, that's true. Absolutely true. So, we'll have to wait and see what he winds up getting paid. But, the one problem is that one of the things that's really been beneficial to them is they've had some injuries this year. Some of it's got a little head scratching. They lost some games. They're certainly not the same team they were last year and the year before that. Remember, because the last 2 years, they lost the championship game 2022 to the Eagles when, of course, all their quarterbacks were injured. And, they at the end of the game, they didn't have anybody to throw a football, and the Eagles beat them. But then last season when the 49ers were healthy and a really good team, they were just functioning on all cylinders. They just pummeled the Eagles. That was a joke. Loved it. But then, of course, they fell a little bit short in the Super Bowl. So you thought, I was thinking like this year, you figure the Lions and the 49ers would be the top two teams, but the 49ers may not even make the playoffs much, win the division, right? And, of course, the Lions, their defense is just so decimated. It's just kind of opening the door for the Eagles, the Packers, and the Vikings. Yeah, if the Lions are going to have to basically literally just try to outscore everybody because their defense is just unbelievable how many guys they got injured. You ever saw that Thanksgiving Day game against when they played Chicago? It was like, every other play there was another line limping off the field on defense. It was just unbelievable. And they were talking about going into the game how decimated the Lions were on defense. And like every other play, it seems like they lost like 10 guys on defense who were limping off the field. That was it's unbelievable. So if the Lions are going to have to do anything, they're going to have to, outscore people. But it just goes to show you what some of these the offensive linemen, at least they get some good gifts, right? They get some good gifts. But Purdy, my God, jeez, whew. So hopefully his Hopefully in the offseason he gets paid and he can afford those trucks. But once again, that was very nice with Eli. Daniel Jones did. That was very, very nice. I'm talking about Eli. I'm talking about him next. But gifting the guys that tried to protect them, this season. So that's an expensive bottle of tequila, but.